everyone. Thanks for joining me. I just wanted to give you a quick behind the scenes tour of the newly updated 60-day bookkeeper program. Now, the first thing I want to point out is that the program is not just 60 days anymore, unless if you are very ambitious or already coming into it with some bookkeeping background. So if you are starting from scratch, it will take you longer than 60 days, most likely, to get through all of the new material that has been added to the program. So let's jump right in. So the first thing that you'll see is a Start Here menu. And in the 60-day bookkeeper program, we have a private student group. So if you were to log into your course, you could click here and come join the private student group, which is where you can get support and answers to your questions from myself, my team, and your fellow students. We also do live coaching calls, and so the schedules for those are here in the course, but they are also in the private student group where we create events for each one. We also have student-led study halls. So sometimes we'll have a student who has finished the program who will come back and lead a weekly study hall session, so that way you can get all of your questions answered, get some mentorship, get some support, and just network with other bookkeepers in the group. And then we have some other quick links here as well. Now, the first module of the program is called Developing a Success Mindset. And so here you can see we talk about things like why bookkeeping is the best work from anywhere business. We're going to go through the math behind financial freedom so you can work out how many clients would you need in order to meet your financial goals. We'll talk about the cost of running a bookkeeping business and how to set up your budget. We'll go through your role as a bookkeeper and how that's different from an accountant or a tax preparer. And then we have some mindset work for you guys to make sure you're on the right track as you build your business. In the next module called Setting Up Your Business, I'm going to tell you guys how to evaluate and choose not just one, but 3 profitable niches to focus all of your marketing efforts on. We'll talk about how to choose a business name that you aren't going to regret later that can grow with your business. We will talk about how to choose the right entity type to limit your liability, how to get your business registered with your Secretary of State, how to set up your own Quickbooks Online accountant account where you will manage all of your clients' bookkeeping, but also you get to use that for your own bookkeeping for your business. How to get your EIN, your business bank accounts, insurance, and more set up, how to estimate and pay your federal and state taxes and remit those payments to avoid any penalties. I'm going to talk about how we are going to do everything 100% virtually, so you don't need printers or in-person meetings or even business attire if you don't want it. And then finally in this module, we'll get part of your tech stack set up. So if you're curious what a lesson looks like, when you click on the lesson here, usually we'll have a video here at the top and a transcription of the video. So if you prefer to read, you absolutely can. And then if it's a video where I use slides, so for example, we'll just choose another one here so you can see, I also give you guys the PowerPoints. So that way you can, however you guys like to study and take notes, you can grab the PowerPoint, you can grab the workbooks that I have, and you can grab any links or resources that are available in the module. So after we set up your business, it's time to do some of the fun stuff, which is creating your logo and brand board, so that way you have consistent colors and fonts and branding across all of your marketing materials. I'll talk about how to set up and customize a simple website, how to purchase your domain, how to set up your professional email inbox once you have your domain purchased, how to add your calendar to your website so your clients can schedule with you anytime, how to get started with your business Facebook page to generate leads, and then also how I would recommend updating and cleaning up your personal Facebook profile so you can find clients using social media. After we've built your brand, it's time to get some activity happening online. And so we'll talk about how to establish credibility with content, how to develop a content strategy so that way you know what to post and how often so you can drive some sales through social media. I will help you guys leverage your bios, so how you're going to write a really good profile and then leverage it across all the major platforms to generate leads. We'll talk about how to set up your profile, your Pro Advisor profile, that way Intuit can send you leads on autopilot, how to claim your Google My Business listing, how to set up and optimize your Upwork profile, which for those of you guys who are in the group or have seen me online, you know that Upwork is my jam. It's my bread and butter. It's how I help a lot of students find clients. So of course, I'm going to have a very in-depth module on setting up and finding clients on Upwork. I also talk about how to do the same thing on Fiverr and how to set up a LinkedIn profile that can convert as well. And then how we're going to make sure that we connect all of those profiles and link them strategically to increase our credibility online. Now, after some of the fun stuff there, now it's time to actually dig into how to become a bookkeeper. So we have a thorough training here on all of the technical bookkeeping skills that you will need in order to be a good bookkeeper, because bookkeeping is accounting, so you can't just learn QuickBooks and call it a day. You absolutely have to go through and understand all of the basics of accounting. So again, I like to teach via video lessons, but I also like to give you guys, vocab sheets, quizzes, and homework for every possible lesson that I can, so that way you guys can practice, and then you'll see the solution as well. So we have a similar module for mastering QuickBooks Online. So once you understand those bookkeeping basics, it's time to learn everything there is about QuickBooks. Now, QuickBooks Online is not a perfect system. So when I teach in here, I focus on the what could go wrongs and how you're going to navigate and work around those items as they pop up. So again, everything here in QuickBooks or in the QuickBooks module, you're going to have a video, you are going to have the transcription, and also you'll have the slides that you can download if you like to print those. I've got students who like to make binders. So you'll have all of that, so that way however you like to study, you'll have everything at your fingertips. Now, the sim is where you're going to get some hands-on practice, and it's tough, you guys. I've had students who've done the sim and have cried, but afterwards feel amazing. So because they have that confidence and they know that they can handle whatever a client throws at them. So for each week of the sim, you're going to have the instructions, so step-by-step instructions for what you need to do for the client. I'll show you guys a video walkthrough so you can make sure that you understand what you needed to do. And then I give you reports so you can double check your work and make sure everything matches. So as you can see here, there's 13 weeks of transactions in this first sim just to get your feet wet. Now there's also a bonus sim here, which was the original one, and it is much harder. So I recommend if you guys are new to the program and you're new to QuickBooks, follow the modules in order and do Sim V2 before you come back later and really beef up your confidence with Sim 1. All right, so setting prices and getting paid, this is a huge topic for students, so I made sure that we went in depth on the coverage here. So I'm going to show you how to take your payments on autopilot and always get paid in advance. And then we're going to talk about the different methods of pricing that you can use and what factors to consider when deciding how to price each project. I'm going to show you how to get paid for QBO checkups, which we are going to go into great detail in the next module on how to actually perform the checkup, but this is just how to get paid for it. How to get paid and how to price your QBO setups, your bookkeeping cleanups, your ongoing services, and training. So any possible service that you might be thinking of offering, we're going to talk about how to price that out. I will also talk about how to handle a price objection or how to get paid even when they can't afford your premium services. Then of course there are templates. So everything that we do in here, we're going to provide the templates for you so that way you don't have to reinvent the wheel. And so let me just click on this one to give you a quick example while that's downloading. The other item here is a mock pricing coaching call. So we do the student sessions, the coaching calls via Zoom. And if you want to, you get to turn on your camera, you get to talk. And in this one, we actually had students, one plays the client and one plays themselves, obviously the bookkeeper. And so I gave them this big scenario, and then everyone got to analyze, okay, based on that information and that call, how much should we price this service at? And you got practice actually using the hands-on pricing calculators. So, and I'm opening up this here. So here's an example for your pricing and services, how to outline and create a brochure for those services that you have. So we have some templates that are in Word. We have some templates that are in Canva. Just, you can choose which ones work best for you and customize. All right. After the pricing module, we talk about getting results for clients. So you're going to learn how to perform a QBO checkup, and this is my step-by-step process for how to do that. So you're going to get the video training, and if you guys are the people who like to look over someone's shoulder, I'm going to show you guys step by step for each section, so how to review each piece of the puzzle here. And then you guys can also, you're going to get your own practice. So if you click here, you're going to see, okay, here's everything that I need to do. But not only that, but you get to see how I would do it. So you get to see watch me work videos in here. And that's not only just for the QBO checkup. We do the same thing for onboarding. So I'm going to show you step by step. Here's your video training, but then you get to do a watch me work. I use real clients and real examples for you guys. Obviously, I blur out the names and private information, but you'll see the exact QuickBooks checkup that I would do, the engagement letter I would do, how I would add the tasks to Asana, the invoicing process, setting them up in the Smart Vault, the welcome email. So every single thing step by step. I also do the same thing with some of the workflows. So if you were to jump into this module and do the weekly bookkeeping workflow, there's a training video at the top, but then down below, you can actually see how I do it. So here in Watch Me Work, you'll actually watch me work through a client doing all of the weekly tasks that I would do. All right. So just to make sure we've covered everything. So this getting results client, we're going to do the QBO checkup. I'm going to show you how to onboard. I'm going to show you how to set up a new project. I'm going to show you how to do a cleanup project, your weekly, monthly, and year-end workflows. And then this module is coming soon, this Analyze and Advise. I'm working on, and it may be there by the time you guys are in the program, but how to wow your clients with a monthly summary and dashboard. So the difference between data entry and actually wowing your clients by helping them understand what it is they're looking at. Because if you don't show them how to read the statements, they're not really paying that much attention. So we want to definitely train you guys up on how to translate all the work that you've done into a language your clients can understand. All right, this next module here is Lead Generation Mastery. So I'm going to talk about how to generate leads. We're going to talk about how to drive traffic using Facebook, both free and paid methods, how to find clients using Facebook groups. Of course, there's more in-depth training on how I find and close clients on Upwork because I did build a 6-figure business using that platform. You're going to see how to make connections on LinkedIn, how to use email to target local CPAs and small business owners. I'm going to show you how to network with a purpose so you don't waste your time going to the wrong events or saying the wrong thing. And I'm also going to show you guys how to teach a workshop. So this is one of my favorite ways to find new leads, is to hold a workshop. So you get the training that I did, you get a copy of the live workshop that I did on this as well, and then all of the handouts. So you're going to get my actual slide deck that you can customize and put in your own information, your own contacts, and just use it to teach. So again, sometimes the templates are in Canva depending on what it is. These ones you have the Google Slides and a PowerPoint to edit. All right, and then finally we have Sales Mastery here. So this module, I'm going to teach you guys how to actually close the client once you get them on the phone. So how to prepare your leads for the call before they ever get on the call, how you're going to build trust in that one 15-minute phone call. We have mock discovery calls that we've done in the past with students. So one student's a client and one student is themselves. And we go through the actual discovery call process. And so you can listen to past discovery calls that have already been done to really refine your skills. This is where you can also come in. We're going to customize your proposal. And then I'm going to show you how to pitch and close with a call or an email after you have prepared that proposal. How to prevent no-shows, so what we're going to do to make sure that people aren't wasting your time and booking on your calendar when they shouldn't be, and then also how to fix what's not working, so how to handle any issues that might arise at each step of the sales process. Now, I have some more modules that I'm currently working on as well and will continue to update, so how to automate your business. I'm working on putting in more tech, more tools that I use to automate things like social media or administrative tasks. So anything that's repetitive, we're going to talk about in this module. In scaling your business, for those of you who are ready, I'm going to talk about how to hire your team and how to hire your team in such a way that they can't walk away with your clients. So I'm going to show you how to organize all those tasks, how to easily transition if you hire or replace team members. I'm going to talk about how to raise your prices if you need to. So as we're talking about scaling, the way to scale is you either bring on more clients or you raise the prices that you're charging, or some combination of both. So we're going to talk about that there. And then, of course, how to offboard clients who aren't a good fit. So sometimes as your business grows, you're going to realize that, hey, this client isn't a good fit anymore. Time to move them out so I can replace them with a client who is. You can also access all of the recorded coaching calls. So we have tons and tons of past recorded coaching calls that you can access here. We have the template vault, which includes the Asana task imports, your client lead sheet, your checkup templates, your pricing templates, your sample engagement letter, all of the Canva templates. We have some more marketing templates, a cool chart of accounts template that you can use depending on what industry. You can filter and change it around. My hiring templates, my email swipe files, and my workflow checklists are all in there as well. As a bonus, I do have a short real estate workshop that you guys can also watch if you are interested in taking on real estate clients or learning how to enter a HUD statement, for example. So if you have a client, we have a sample one, and then what that journal entry might look like. And then, of course, we mentioned this earlier, but we have the harder, much more challenging Sim 1, but this one will give you so much confidence when you get through it. So that was just a quick behind-the-scenes tour of what you can expect if you were to join the 60-Day Bookkeeper now. Obviously, this message probably will be gone by then, but any important messages I have can go here at the top, and you can also click the site map at any time to just get a big picture view of everything that's in the program. So as you can see, we cover a lot of material, and everything is organized in such a way that you watch the lesson, you do the step. You watch the lesson, you do the step. So this is your shortcut to success. If you guys have any questions at all about the program, please comment below and I will get back to you with those answers.